Okay, hi, thanks for coming. We're going to continue our practice of harmonizing body, mind, and spirit. So, standing, feeling the body, just try to relax as much as possible. So, remember, tension fragments, relaxation integrates. We want to integrate the body. So, just feel the weight of the body accumulating, body getting heavier and heavier. The more there is, the lower down you go, and then boom, that's your connection to the ground. And then the support flowing up, the body gets lighter and lighter and lighter the higher you get. And then you have your Baikhui point. Sometimes we're told to imagine a golden thread. Sometimes you can imagine you're balancing a weightless weight up here. So we have heaven, we have earth, and we have human in the Dantian, in the center. And we want to harmonize these forces of yin and yang in the body. So just standing and breathing, listening to the body, try to experience the body directly on a felt sense level, a somatic level. Just feel yourself in your body. We're now going to turn the Dantian in a small circle. Don't use it as a stretch. Just make moderate circles. So we start by trying to make the body very relaxed and calm and have the awareness present. And then we start to move. And first thing, try to move here. Okay, so this is different from moving the head around. This is different from moving the hips, different from moving the chest. These things I've just mentioned might move, but we really want to know that we are turning this point. So we're describing a circle with the Dantian, going behind its neutral resting place, to the side, in front, to the other side. And while we're doing that, the rest of the body remains relaxed and integrated. Just letting the breathing come and go naturally. And track the feeling of the weight in the feet. Notice how the spine is affected by this movement in the center. Notice how the arms hang and change. Really pay attention and keep coming back into the real experience, moment to moment, of being in a body that's moving like this. Just let the breathing come and go naturally. Stay calm. So we're both generating the movement, but we're also receiving the movement. We're causing the movement and we're observing the movement. Try to have that quality of ease, of embodiedness. Keep tuning into the feeling of being in a body and change direction. Just keep bringing the attention away from thinking abstract thoughts and keep bringing the attention into the experience of physical feedback of being in a body. Keep trying to move with an intention of easefulness, whole body, integrated, relaxed movement. Keep clarifying, this is what you're turning. It may cause the weight to change in the feet. It may cause the spine to change shape. It may cause the arms to hang differently at different times, etc., etc. And relax back. So just feeling the feet heavy, really solid on the ground, and the head top light and suspended. Try to orientate yourself around your dantian, so try to feel this area of the body. Okay, so it's above the hips are down here, dantian's here, higher, and in the center. Just breathing and relaxing, feeling the body. Take the weight to one side, interlocking the fingers. Keep balancing. Keep the head top suspended. Don't use too much force around the supporting hip. Change direction. And change sides. Just relax and feel the whole body. Calm and comfortable. Very good. Shaking the legs out. Shaking the hands. Let that shaking go up into the elbows, up into the shoulders, and then shake the whole body. Just a little bit of bouncing up and down. I'm going to stop this in a moment, and I want you just to stand very quietly, just listening to the residual effect of the bouncing in the body. So just stand very quietly, just try to feel and listen everywhere. Breathing and relaxing. Just listen to how the body breathes. So all this area, the top of the ribs here, the front, lower down on the ribs, the sides, the belly, the back, the upper back. As you're standing, just try to feel all those areas moving. As they expand, as the musculature opens the structure, we suck breath in through the nose. As the body collapses, as the structure reduces, we push breath out. So keeping the tongue and the lips lightly together, tongue against the palate, just the tip of the tongue resting just behind the front teeth. Teeth lightly together. Just feel all this area moving, the sides as well, and the back. Just relaxing and breathing. Just a feeling of calm. Just relax the breathing. Try and relax the diaphragm so it can work properly. Okay, so we're going to turn the dantian now. So instead of circling it like we were doing before, we're just going to literally turn it on its axis. So if you imagine you have a vertical axis, we're going to turn it and turn it. Don't try and turn too far. So to start with, just turn less than 45 degrees to the side, maybe 30 degrees, and let it fall back. And then 30 degrees-ish and let it fall back. So just start on the moderate side. And this is what you're turning again, turning the dantian. So the chest might turn, the head may or may not turn, depending on what you're doing. But the turning energy is coming from here. Keep the legs facing with the feet, so don't let the legs move like this. If the hips are too stiff, then the knees will have to compensate. Keep the hips very relaxed, well-oiled hinges. Turning the dantian. Calm and relaxed. So this whole kind of raison d'etre for this session isn't really to learn a lot of new moves all the time, although we do new moves. The whole idea is to spend some time just with the mind, the awareness, with the body, in the body, noticing the body, supporting the body. There's another dimension to mind, which is the generation of correct intention. Okay, so for instance, the correct intention in an exercise like this, just to name a few things, is that the dantian is the thing that's turning. So I'm turning the dantian. I'm not turning it too far. I'm keeping my knees. Another aspect would be the knees facing forward while the dantian turns above them. Keeping the hips relaxed and open, keeping the head top suspended, keeping the feet relaxed on the ground, keeping the shoulders and arms very soft so they swing naturally, not under their own power, but under the rotation of the dantian and the vertical axis. So these are some of the intentions, but they don't go anywhere unless there is mind or awareness flowing into the body. Okay, so in the classics, this is Yi is the intention, Qi is the root in, the connection, and Li is the manifestation, the physical manifestation of the body. So Yi, Qi, Li. Okay, so this is what we're practicing, bringing this all together, really feeling it and supporting the body. Calm and relaxed. Okay, and letting that come to a stop. Just stand, let the body settle. Taking a slightly wider posture now, we're going to do something called waving hands in the clouds. So if you start with your weight on the left and your left hand up, right hand in front of the dantian. And as you turn, don't change the weight, but change the hands. One goes up, one goes down, just like this. And then relax across to the right, bringing the waist to straight facing and bringing the one hand across to the dantian, the other hand, the right hand, up. Don't change the weight as you turn and don't turn too much. Just let the hands change position. High goes low and the low hand comes up. And then return to straight facing in the left leg. And turn in the left leg, changing the hands, and relax across to the right leg. And turn in the right leg, and relax across to the left leg. Keep the teeth and the lips lightly together, and the tongue against the palate. And just breathe in a very relaxed way, trying to calm and relax the breathing apparatus so it can just act naturally. Not trying to artificially slow it down. We're not trying to artificially force it to breathe more strongly. We're not trying to create an artificial breathing rhythm. Imagine you were very relaxed and possibly on the edge of sleep or something, and your body's just breathing very naturally and comfortably. So you notice that after the turn, you unwind to straight facing in the new leg. Turn in that leg and then unwind to straight facing in the new leg. So there's a 4-phase cycle. There's the change of weight, which ends facing straight. There's no change of weight as you turn, and there's the change of weight, which brings you to straight facing. So just relaxing and feeling this Nice flowing quality. Just a sense of ease. Again, it's the dantian that's really at the center of the move. It's turning, it's transferring, and the hands are following and expressing. Sense of ease and relaxation. Head floating, tailbone sinking. Try to keep the weight balanced in the feet, not too far forward. Don't go into the heels. Just keep the weight balanced in the middle of the foot. So this is called waving hands in the clouds. This is a very classic Qigong and a very classic part of Tai Chi forms. Very simple exercise. Just try to relax into it. Allow the choreography to be very cleanly expressed. But really, we really want to track the feelings in the body. Very good. Opening both hands. Breathing in. And as you bring the hands down, bring the heels in, bring the toes in and relax. Very good. We're going to do a little bit of breathing, bring us to the end of the session. Just try to feel the body, how it is. And we want to emphasize the ease, emphasize the relaxation. So there's a saying in Tai Chi, where mind goes, energy follows. So we want the awareness, we want the mind to go into the body. But more than that, we want the emphasis to be on where we feel well, where we feel comfortable, where we feel energized. If the mind just keeps finding problems, then that becomes the picture. We want to be aware of problems, but keep them in your peripheral vision. Don't make them what you're looking at in front of your face all the time. So sitting down, closing the front of the body, bringing the hands in front of the belly. We're going to open three things. We're going to lengthen the legs, we're going to lengthen the front of the body, and we're going to lift the hands up all together. So harmonize that action. Three things changing. So you get to the top. Now we're going to do three things again. We're going to bring the arms down to where they started. We're going to shorten the front of the body, and we're going to sit down and shorten the legs. Try to harmonize that. So when I say harmonize, I mean that you should have your legs reaching long at the same time as your front is as long as you want it to be, at the same time as your hands are the height you want them to be. So everything changes together and finishes together. And then it turns around and it starts returning, coming back, contracting, and it arrives together and it turns around. It goes out from the center and it returns to the center. It's sinking and contracting, it's rising and expanding. So just stay with the feeling of the body. Feel how everything is opening. Like there's a flow and a flow back to the center. So you have to organize the disparate parts of the body, but once they're moving roughly correctly, then don't fragment the attention. Just feel the whole opening and feel the sensation of everything returning. So coming towards the end of the session now. So you might want to carry on just doing this exercise a bit longer. I'm going to bring the hands down now, return to a neutral position in the body. Just very calm and relaxed. Just standing in a very neutral, comfortable, energized, but relaxed position. So that's great. Thanks very much for coming, everyone. Hope to see you next week. You might want to carry on doing some of the exercises or experiment with some of the exercises yourself.